Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense. Today we're looking at ticker symbol STNE, Stone Co. This company does have earnings today. What I want to figure out is this stock overvalued, undervalued? What are insiders, institutions, hedge funds doing? We're gonna take a look at their balance sheet. We're gonna look for any patterns on the monthly chart, and just look at overall technicals of momentum, strength, and just see where we have supports and resistances. Without further ado, let's go ahead and subscribe and go on. All right, so this stock is moving to the upside. It's been on a roll for about 6 months, 7 months. It's up. It went as high as 100% in a year in that 6 month period. I'm looking for the price over $16 because I want to see if there are any more gaps to the upside, like right here. There's a gap at $30. 27 to 30 bucks. Another gap at 49. We'll consider that one closed. All right. So those gaps that I mentioned are going to act as magnets to the upside if the stock continues to move forward. It looks like it's at 49.44 for strength. So I think this is heading in the bulls' favor with just a few days, actually about a week to go. Money flows at all-time high and looks like it might be jotting upwards. The relative momentum indicator shows that it had a nice momentum move up and it's kind of resting. It looks like it's been resting for about 3 months now. So that is good news. This is great. You want to see companies have their trajectories up and to the right. The shares outstanding are not hideous, although they have diluted shares since. Back in 2019, there was 277 million shares. As of last year, 2023, there's 308 million. So about a 30 million share addition to the pool. This company is profitable. They have gross margins of 36%. That is high growth margins right there. Quick ratio is over 1, meaning they could pay off any debts or notes, liabilities tomorrow if they were to shut their doors and they'd have money left over. They do have debt, but they are paying it off. Um, their forward PE is a 10. Anything below 15. 15 is the standard. 10, they're guiding. If the company continues on the pace that they're on with the margins they have and the revenues and income, this stock could be a forward PE of 10, which is insane. So we're going to do my calculation here. And this calculation was essentially inspired. We had financial regulators come into this micro cap, small cap company I worked for back in 2015 to 2019. And every $100 million in sales was equivalent to $1 stock. And I add in the market cap here because that's when big money starts to move the stock. If the market cap's over 1 billion, this company does have market cap over 1 billion. So we're going to go ahead and include that. So we have a market cap of 5,240 million. Plus they do 320 million, 470,000 in income, right? Plus they do 1 billion, 30 million in sales. Good for them. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing they're going to start offering a dividend within the next couple of years, maybe earlier. That's just my guess. Um, Although I would want them to not do a dividend. I want them to keep putting money into their business until they get to all-time highs again. They owe that to their shareholders and their bag holders up in the 90s. So okay, going down and looking at some information here. Again, their gross margins are insanely beautiful. We'll look and see how much cash they have. They have 1 billion in cash. That's great. So plus 1 billion, 164,750,000 in cash. Total debt is 700 minus 749 million, 180,000. All right. Total assets are 10 billion. Total liabilities 7 billion. $3 billion buffer there. I'm iffy about that. You could see that they're pulling ahead. Their assets are pulling ahead of their liabilities here. If you look over the past year, so good on them. I don't see any insider buys. Back to our calculation, we're going to take this and we're going to divide it by 257,570,000. This is a $27 stock trading at 16. So about a 10, almost $10 upside there. Anyone have a close target? Goldman is close to me. UBS is close. HSBC is kind of close. Evercore ISI. That's an old estimate. So that's pretty good. So the upside again, we could see the $30. I forgot what I said. The gap ups. We're just gonna check really quick. Oh, and then to the gap down. There's some gaps on the downside that don't have to be filled, but typically if a stock is going to continue running, having those gaps closed are good. In the event there is a surge in volume and it doesn't allow for a pullback, understandable. So there's a gap at 12. So if the earnings are bad, estimates are bad, guidance is bad, or if they beat on top and bottom, they beat on earnings per share and revenue, but somehow people don't like what they say in guidance. Literally trying to make a buy or sell decision is a gamble on earnings day. So don't do it. Always think long term. If you buy into companies long term and they continue to be strong companies, buying them at a discount is going to be where you're going to get the most value. So if you're in stone now, you could wait for earnings. Maybe it goes down, maybe it goes up. As someone who's on the side myself, I don't see why I shouldn't add. Like, this is a $27 stock. We'll see what we got to see what institutions are doing. STN. So, like I was saying, for price targets on the downside, $12 on the downside, which is about a $4 differential from today's price. And then we do have a gap at, 30. 30 and 90. I thought there was a 60. I thought there was another gap. Kind of right there, 49. 30, 49, and $90. So yeah, that's that. So institutions own 65.9%. That is old data. New data says 71. That's about a 6% increase. What is Vanguard and BlackRock? Oh, let's see. BlackRock owns 22 million shares. They actually added to their position. And I'm sorry, no, they decreased. They decreased about 900,000 shares. VCK Investment added about 90,000 shares. So that's that. I want to see what Vanguard is. Whenever there's a BlackRock, there's always a Vanguard. Here it is. All right, so Vanguard. Here we go. 2.5 million shares, and they actually decreased about 5%. So, and I'm getting that right here. And this was on March 11th. So, that's that. Institutions have added some more from the last time FinViz was updated, so about 6% again. And then let's just chart this out because it's important. I'm a chartist, so we're gonna ignore that line. We're gonna remove it. Okay. So long-term support has always been there. We have good support right there. You're asking yourself, Ryan, how did you come up with that? Look right here, this candle. It acts as support. The candle closes right above it. This candle acts as support. This candle acts as support. This candle acts as resistance. And then again, we have perfect resistance up to it. Support, 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 support. It's hit on support 3 times. I think it's ready to go up. Not saying it will. Here's our, this looks also like a bullish flag. So there's my flagpole. And if you're saying, what are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. So there's my flagpole. It's this tealish color. And then here's the flag. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. So we have our flag and our flagpole. It's a bear. It's a bull flag. Typically, the stock moves up after. So I know I said there was a gap at 30, but I don't think it's gonna jump 100%. I think it'll probably go straight. Well, let's do a couple. I think right there. So 21. Obviously, we have quite a few. We'll just do it anyway. 1765. So there's a couple resistances that this stock is going to need to break through. But again, we do have this bullish flag on the monthly. So again, I think if we do break 17, I think we go to 21. We have that gap at 30. So we also want to be kind of aware as well. This is trading inside of a, looks like an ascending triangle right here. And it broke upwards of it. This could have an epic liquidation. I'm not going to say it's going to go down 50% to support, but what I'm saying is it could, because we're on the monthly, it could consolidate within here or within here for several months to a year and then come back and test this support right here, this one that I'm highlighting. And again, support as of this month is 1062, but as much as like 7 months ago it was 943 and then 806. So you can kind of see over time it gets higher, but we just want to be aware that this line exists. And if this stock does move up, which I think it might, I have an inkling it might, based off of the market cap, sales, income, etc. I think it could continue moving up. If it does move up and out of our buy area, mentally think about, okay, once it comes back down to this line, I want to consider maybe purchasing again. And there's also good, this kind of just popped out to me, good resistance or support here. And you can see this was also trading within an ascending triangle within an ascending triangle. So here's our ascending triangle 1, here's our ascending triangle 2 inside of this bigger one. So that is my 2 thoughts, 2 cents. Let's see what they guided. Um, excuse me. This was their last call. So they beat on EPS and revenue. Revenue beat by 40%. So guidance. Okay. So they should be doing, this is in Cayman Islands, it's in USD. They should be doing better than they did last year. So this sales thing is only going to look beautiful, more beautiful. So Stoneco, I think it gets my green light. They're projected to do pretty well this year. 18% increase there. Client deposits going to increase 14%. Monetization. So yeah, I like this. I don't even know what this company does. Let's just check. Financial technology solutions. Okay, very cool. POS, very cool. Yeah, I mean, this isn't no Shopify. We'll see what happens. I know Shopify actually had earnings today and they were down 20%. So I wonder if that is going to negatively impact this company. Um, Looking at this potential bull flag, I think we keep moving higher. Again, eventually, even if we go lower tomorrow, or not tomorrow, whenever there's earnings next week or in the next one to whatever year, this line right here is going to be the one to watch. And I'll make it very visible. Okay, no, I want to make it thick. There we go. There we go. So regardless if we go up on earnings, I think we will. Um, I think eventually it'll go do a loop-de-loop and come back and test this. Or if we go down, I could see the stock just doing a dilly-dally and then touching this as well. So again, however you want to eat your cake, positive next week, eventually touching the downtrend or touching the downtrend soon and then moving up. Either way, this company I think is moving in the right direction. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment. Consider subscribing. See you soon. Thanks for watching.